Hi, Osman.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. Tell me about what your inspirations were this season.
It's a form of escapism, really. A little kind of moonchild, a little bit of opulence, nothing kind of like too heavy, just pieces that you just wanted to kind of sort of put on and which transform you somewhere else, really. You're going to see a lot of looser silhouettes, that more than I've actually kind of done before, less kind of wasted. Just ideas of actually playing with cutouts, with fluidity, just a little bit more louche and kind of languid as well, I think. A little bit of a modern Woodstock. A lot of pearl action, motifs like the tassel is actually kind of quite prevalent. I've done a hand-drawn tassel print. I've looked at sort of oversized tassels and made them very kind of like 2D, made them quite flat and just sort of stuck them onto stuff. And then all of this actually becomes this patchwork thing towards the end, sort of like an amalgamation of everything. This basically is this amazing sorbet kind of zingy lime colour with actually pearls. You can probably see those very kind of graphically. Then coats where these are kind of hand drawn, and then you've got the tassels actually being embroidered onto them afterwards. This is basically the colour palette that I'm actually showing for the show. So you have the elements of the kind of embroidery, the ink stain, the metallics, the pearls. And it's a little bit of a medley of stuff, so it's texture, but then you still have pieces which are pure. What I've always kind of done is I've created like a pure silhouette, and then when you've created a silhouette, you've created a frame, then it can take some form of embellishment as well. And yet it can still stand by itself when it's in a plain fabric, when it's non-embellished as well. I mean, it's always kind of elegant, basically. Fabrication is very key to me. I grew up around fabrics. My mother comes from a generation of tailors, my dad's a carpenter, so everything's actually is made with your hands. So, you know, first and foremost, actually kind of fashion came later to me. I think it's the element of artisanal craft, be able to make something beautiful. That's the ability of transformative silhouettes where you put something on and it adds something to you. It makes not necessarily a better version of yourself, but I think, you know, a cut can do that, yeah, ideally, yes.